guys. Well, this weekend is show prep time for both of my trucks. Both big trucks, I should say. Not the one I'm driving. So it's Saturday morning. I just had to go into work for a couple hours. I've got 4 people in the process of getting their CDLA. So they've passed their written test a few months ago, been studying and doing a little driving here and there, and so we've started going hard. They got their driving tests scheduled for a couple months out, and they've got to get zeroed in on their pre-trip and their parking lot tests and stuff like that. So went and did some studying with them. Long story. That needed to be shorter, right? But I'm on my way back home, made some stops to get some stuff, mostly for the trucks, and so I got just some minor little odds and ends on the L9000 to do. We've got my air ride, my rear air ride leveling arm. It was not right. So after driving it a couple days and seeing what it was doing and how it was working, I know now what I got to do. So I had to pick up a little bit of steel. I didn't have the right gauge or size steel to make that be what I need it to be, and so we got that to fix. Just some basic welding and fabricating and painting there real quick, and we got a couple light bulbs to fix on the dash. Install a cigarette lighter plug, charging plug, whatever you want to call it. Clean it. Hand polish the tanks. Clean her up. That's really about it. And then and start loading some tools and whatnot in the L9 or the Lodestar. That's in pretty good shape, but needs another bath and not much polishing to do per se on that truck because it doesn't have any chrome really. But not that kind of truck, right, guys? She's a work truck, an old work truck. But so yeah, get some stuff, tools and odds and ends and stuff packed into that truck as well. But I'm gonna take you with me. We'll show you what I'm doing throughout the day and tomorrow, and got a few odds and ends to do to the trailer. I'll worry about that next week after work one day. But yeah, so tag along and let's get her done. Project number 1. I just got my rough assembly here, and I just have to paint it still. But so what I did was I had bunch of bends and twists in this bracket that's part of the leveling valve assembly. I straightened that all back out, and then measured and cut a piece of 1/8 inch flat bar that's the same size, and drilled a couple holes in it to mount them. Those are just finger tight right now. And drilled a hole at this end and put a little bend in it. And then I've just been playing with the angles to get this so it doesn't bind. What I used, you'll see, I can slip it off, I just got it sitting here, is I just bought some bushings and welded them on to the ends, cut a relief into the bar, and that way I got a nice smooth bore there with some surface area that won't bind. And you can see the air letting out because leveling valve sagging. So now that I know this is good, I'm going to pull this all apart and get these brackets primed and painted, and then we can reassemble and hopefully be good. This is nice and sturdy. This isn't going to go anywhere, and the angles are right, so we're not binding anywhere. So that was, I think, half the problem before. Well, hi guys. I'm back. I didn't film a damn thing, but I did the last couple days. As you can see, though, I am soaking wet. I'll turn you around. You can also see it is a rainy Sunday here in Southeast Michigan. So I'm in the middle of washing the truck. It got raining a little too hard, so I gave up. I got to do a 2-bucket wash because, as many of you who have these kind of trucks know and want to take care of them, keep the paint nice, you can't wash the frame and wheels and tanks and all that good stuff and use the same mitt for your paint. So I've got the hard part done, which is I degreased and then power washed and then hand washed frame and tanks and whatever. But this is the stuff you got to do to get ready for a show. Not that I have any intention of winning anything, quite frankly, but it's just a matter of looking good and personal pride and all the work that I put into this thing. So what I have done is repaired the self-leveling rear suspension, new brackets, single stage paint on them, all going good. And we reshot single stage on my filler light panels underneath the cab. I just didn't like the way it looked and was touched up. It was spray paint, and it's not anymore. It's nice, hardened single stage. Fixed the fuel gauge. Wasn't even on my list, but it's done. Fixed a couple lights on the dash that weren't working. What else? A couple odds and ends, little panels I riveted back on the interior. I mean, the truck is ready. It is 100%. Topped up fluids, pressure checked. She's ready to rock. So it's just a matter of getting it clean and then a final wipe down before we leave. Taking the Gator with me. We got the Gator all washed up and ready. And this girl is next. I may or may not actually do paint correction on it. I think I'm just going to plain run out of time. So we may skip that. But I guess I got to wait out this rain and get back at it, huh? Stay tuned. Okay, well, I'm going to call this the official reveal of the 87 L9000. Complete. Was able to, got a couple hour break in the rain, so was able to get it completely washed and then dried up and put a sealer wax on. And that's on everything: aluminum, stainless, chrome, paint, glass. So she should stay a little cleaner now. Even got the tires dressed, so frames hand washed. This is what she is going to look like at the show. Got a nice little bit of gloss to her with that sealer wax on. We'll do another coat when we get there. This is the kind of stuff that, this fancy new liquid stuff that you can you just keep building up and it keeps getting shinier. So detailed the engine, added a little paint. Sorry, I'm in close here. I can't do much else. And we got the interior all cleaned up, wiped down, vacuumed. 100%. This is, I think this is officially the finished product of this truck. Oh, and I painted the badges satin black because I think that looks better with the black lettering. And the chrome was faded, so again, finished product, cleaned, completed, ready to go. You might have noticed my little nod to a Jason Aldean song and my attitude about life and getting things done. So the truck officially has a catchphrase. But there you go. All right, guys. Well, here is rig number 2, all shined up, polished up, and ready for the truck show. I got bikes back there because we're taking our bikes too to get around. This show, I'll do a video on it, but they shut down, like half a city. You have to for probably 800 trucks, at least 600, I would think, this year. So, this can be difficult to get around. A lot of walking. Our hotel is probably a mile away. So, and our trucks are going to be stuck in the show. So, someday I'll get me a step deck and we'll take my wife's F-150 along with the L9000 or along with the Lodestar on the trailer. But until then, we gotta deal with. We'll take the Gator, run it where we legally can, and ride bikes where we have to, and you name it. I've got to secure my international logos. They're not staying put the way I want them to, so I got to do that. And actually, I think I'm going to close the hood real quick and get this girl back in the barn before it rains on it, because it's still a little ominous looking. But there we go. There's the both of them, ready to go to the show. Guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna keep it a short one, and next week we'll have some video of the load up and the trip and the show, and it should be an exciting one. So I'm pumped. Honestly, been working for almost 4 years on these two trucks, and get to take both of them this year, especially after one heck of a thrash on the L9000 for 9 months. So I'm excited. You guys have a great week. I know I will.